Hello!
Hey!
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 Welcome to episode 87 of Dungeon the Mad Mage, I believe. 87. I think it's 87. And last time's recap will be by number 6, which is Ludusia Goldenhorn. There you go.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
The Queen of COVID herself.
Well, the Queen of COVID. I'm glad that's on the recording. We wandered down. Excuse me, there's a load.
And a sound! Pick up a sound effect!
It wasn't me. That wasn't me.
To the next level, and we were carrying Chingo's body, and we started off by approaching a great big crystal sort of statue monster thing, and we got a bit close, and then it started attacking us, which was a bit scary. And then just before we sort of beat it a little bit, and then some guys came running towards us and were like, "Stop attacking them! They're nice people. Stop!" And then it stood down, and we got introduced to the Githyanki and Chingo's new character, whose name escapes me.
Gregor
Doomguide. Who we don't know loads about at the moment. He seems to be a slightly figurous of mysteryness, but maybe he's a cleric. And and then we continued on into an area where there was a great big pit of sort of glittery longness. That's how I'm going to describe it. I'm going to go with that. And it sort of looked like a doorway into another dimension, which it was then described as such. And we decided that Chingo's body probably wasn't going to be revivified at any point, especially because he was made zombie. So then we decided to pop him in there and send him on to the other dimension.
Only after stripping him of everything.
Off his trousers.
Off his trousers.
Yeah, we
put some coins on his eyes.
I thought we took the
Immediately fell off.
And then
I sneaked
his special coin in his pocket.
I snuck those trousers off before he went. Got a peek.
Then I may be misremembering some details in the middle, but we continued through some areas because we asked about a gate, and they were like, "Yeah, we have a gate." And so then they took us down. We met 2 dragons on a massive mountain of treasure. Treasure?
Yeah.
Maybe I made the treasure up.
No,
anyway, and around the corner there was a gate which we went through. It was like whoosh, 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 whoosh. And it wasn't like a gate that we'd been through before. It was like ah. And then we met this what's his name? Is a like a really old guide. Was he blind?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is good remembering from me. This is coming all from my brain. And then it turned out we asked him some questions about the level and asked him some questions about what they were doing here, who the Githyanki were, and we learned a lot about them and that they are trying. It's gonna be where I get thrown off.
To kill the mind flayers.
They're like training as warriors. They're like babies. Mm-hmm. He was in the nursery bit. And then they go down to the level that we were on to like fight each other. Young people fight each other.
Yeah.
Because on the level below, they're trying to defeat all the mind flayers, and they can't be like fully fledged Githyanki warriors until they've killed one.
Yes.
And then he revealed to us that we were on a floating meteorite in space.
Correct.
Yeah, that was weird. And there were dragons flying in space.
And there was a massive dragon.
Didn't Hopper challenge dragon?
Asked for a ride, I
A
think.
ride one.
Asked for a ride.
Yeah. And the dragon was like, fuck off.
You're an idiot.
Yeah. So
there are maybe some details that I've missed out, but that's
pretty good.
What I can remember.
Pretty good around. I think the only thing
I enjoyed that
the only thing that was changed is that there were no dragons on the actual level. It was all on the asteroid. So when you entered
the
asteroid,
into another.
you saw the 2 dragons. You saw a big treasure pile, like, oh my god, and then underneath 2 little, kind of littler red dragons, similar in size to maybe a bit smaller than the green dragon that you saw once upon a time in a level far, far away. And
We could kick that dragon's ass now.
maybe depends what it's been up to. And Jerath, who is the kind of blind elder of this Githyanki warband / tribe, led you to the edge of this asteroid where you could see out and you could see into space, and you were like, yeah, it was pretty insane. You were floating around a planet that didn't feel Earth-like, or didn't look Earth-like, very strange, or very much the planet you're from. And the more astute of you saw this just blind flash of red light. Like, what is that? That was crazy. And then, Jerath thought it'd be fun because Hopper asked if we could ride the dragon. So yeah, sure, call it down. Where you come across the biggest creature you've ever seen by far in a million years, the dragon was beyond ancient, absolutely massive. Not cool. You went back. You decided to leave. Jerath called Emwen in to speak to him, and that is where we
Oh shit!
ended. So
That is the
I will bring you.
I'm
up.
evil now. I just want you all to know.
I wasn't recording.
I thought you already were.
No! Replayed.
I don't think anyone can recreate that wonderful recap.
Yeah, that was a really good
That was
recap. Well done,
I
Nancy.
loved that.
Right.
Especially the going to the gate, like
Yeah, I reckon
That was the experience. Yeah.
we should do it like an old VHS every week. We should all like replay it like reverse. It'd be really quick and go. That's what we should do every single time.
Like what?
YouTube.
Say that again.
One more time.
Yeah, because
Like a monologue.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, like that. So yeah, be good. Right. So sorry.
If you can't be good, be careful.
See you be
Remember
good.
Be good, be careful.
That's
that.
See you be
parenting. Parenting. 2 values that I've instilled into my kids is
What
be
did you
good
say?
and go to bed.
Be good and go to bed.
I said, yeah, see you, be good. Sorry, is Pete off with the... Sorry,
Who?
what was happening?
Yeah, Pete's talking to the guy.
I just come,
Chatting to a
waiting.
Oh, he's
dragon.
already
I just
done
come
it.
back. I just come back.
Oh.
What do you want?
So you guys wait 10 minutes or so, and then when finally returns.
You'll
Emwen,
notice something
what do
different
we want,
on my
Emwen?
back.
what's bloody
Everything
hell, what's
okay?
that?
Tis a great weapon that was granted to me as a gift by the blind fella back there.
What did you do to earn such gift?
What didn't I do is, I think, a better question.
Oh, is that kind of meeting?
You did it all.
Quick work. My God.
Everything.
I did
Everything
Evidence.
you can
Nice.
think of, and everything you can't.
Oh.
Why did he target you though? Why did he single you out? What did he see in you?
He sensed that I was a great warrior, like
The
his
rainbow
father,
flag.
and felt that I was worthy enough to bestow his great weapon in my 2 hands.
Is this supposed to be
Is that a
Charlie?
euphemism or is it actually a great
Did
weapon?
you wield?
Yes.
Did you wield your great sword?
Or his great sword?
Or
He
his great
thrust-
sword?
He thrust his spear into my 2 hands, and I gripped it with an iron fist.
Ooh,
Sounds
ow.
intense.
Yeah. Does he come
just
out
turns
alive or something?
Like this massive glaive on his back just turns to dust and falls to the
Wait, that was... Okay.
That was,
Well,
okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that you got a bit of action.
would you mind if I inspect it? It looks quite impressive.
I don't think you should go around asking to
I think
inspect
I would
people's
mind
swords
actually.
proper.
Okay, alright.
I think I would mind. Dodge, could you send me the stats for it? Oh no, wait.
Nope.
No, no.
Do you
See a
need
picture of it.
me
I need
to
to commune with it.
identify it?
Yeah, I do need to have it identified.
And
But I don't know
attuned?
whether.
Well, why don't we get out of here?
Yeah,
I mean,
let's.
we're in a dragon's lair right now, which, as fun as it seems, it's very, very tempting to grab that giant pile of gold. So we probably should all.
They seem quite friendly.
Aren't
What
we
would happen
safe?
if I grab some of the
No.
giant gold? Why?
No.
Do it, Lucy. No, do it.
We got Chingo would love this place, and he'd definitely steal something. Let's not follow in those
What?
footsteps.
Why
I
don't
could ask
we
for something.
just...
They might think it was fine.
Hey, everyone! Why don't we go and check out down here?
Why?
Oh,
no, I don't think we should.
Oh yeah, we need to follow Gregor. We don't want to.
Come on.
Upset anyone down here.
Seems like there's a door at the end.
As you go, try and running off, going to the south. You'd hear some words in Githyanki. Mostly speaking to Gregor, be like, "You can't go down there."
Okay.
Don't go down there, mate.
All right. If you insist, it just looked quite intriguing, you know. What about down here?
What's down there?
What about this
So
way?
as you say that, he kind of chuckles to himself, because as your intent looks like you're going to go south, and he just waves a hand forward, welcoming you to go.
Welcome you to fuck off.
What's down there then?
Is that the way down to the other path? Gregor, is that the way down to the next level?
Don't know what's down there, but I'm not
down
going down there.
Well,
you
maybe
know
we
what's
should
down
go
there.
back.
You know-
Maybe we should go back through the gate then.
Gregor, you know what's down there. I'll message you right now.
The dragon loo.
Oh yeah.
is it a pit of fiery dragon doom?
It's the
You
dragon.
can go down there if you want, but I don't think you'll be coming back out.
Is it a mating chamber?
Maybe it's just a hole. Maybe it just pops out and then there's just nothing and then it's space and then you die.
I would rather like to be in space, but it looks pretty perilous.
Right, let's go through the gate. Do we need to do
The-
anything?
Yeah, you need the Githyanki warrior to allow access to you. The Githyanki warrior is heading southwards and looking towards Hopper Fingle, looking down upon you and waving you forward like this.
Oh no, it's okay, my friend. We're keen to leave.
Gregor, can you ask him to let us through the gate, please?
Please, could you let us through the gate?
I do it in guttural Yankee.
Chuckles and starts walking back to this position.
What is down there, Gregor?
I sort of wink at him.
It's,
I like a gift Yankee with a sense of humour.
It's the safest
like
place
it.
for you.
What is it? Sorry, I didn't.
Hatchery.
Oh,
It's the hatchery.
Oh right. Okay, so I get eaten if I go there. That's good. That's a good idea. Maybe I don't go there. All right. That was a bit of a save. Thank you. I've not done well in this place. I seem to have been a bit of a calamity.
Maybe start with a
I
horse,
like
not a dragon.
calamities. Calamities are great.
Oh well.
That'd be interesting.
The Githyanki looks around at all of you, sees that most of you are prepared, and takes this this sort of, it's like a mini spear. You've seen it before. This black crystal spear thing, slams it into the pedestal that's in front, as he did before, and the gateway opens up, and he runs on through. I assume you'll run on through too.
Yeah.
Okay, don't.
I do like a triple jumper would with a little hop, skip, and a jump.
I want to jump into the portal like Austin Powers in a pose.
Yeah, cool. Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, damn it, for God's sake, I'm literally, this is my, everything is going to kill me here. Nah.
What do you do? 11. Okay, so you're like, yeah, and you jump through, kind of posed. And as you go in, you realise you're a horrible mistake, as this probably would have worked out if it was one of the normal gates. You would have just come in, maybe landed it. In this one, you go through, and you just start cartwheeling, and you can't stop. You're just going fast and fast. And you remember, oh my god, this lasts a minute as you're being pulled through at ridiculously insane speeds, with what looks to be stars just flying through you. There's no way you can't really communicate during this moment. You're all kind of distant, far apart away from each other. Until you all are. Yeah, you remember that old video of that granny who went not skydiving, but kind of bungee jumping on a helicopter. Oh no, she's been heli lifted out of somewhere and being saved, but the fucking thing's going like this. That's you. That's you right now. And as you eventually come to a stop, most of you will tumble to the floor and manage to catch yourself, but Hopper, like a bowling ball, just lands on the floor way up ahead, and a couple of the Githyanki warriors who are in here sparring each other burst out laughing. And yes, you are back into the place you were before.
Nice.
Woohoo.
As
Would
the
I know
gate-
the way? Would I know
Behind
the way
you.
to the way down?
Not the
Yes. It is to the east.
The way down.
Are you all ready for
No.
battle?
No, I feel like we should chat a bit about things.
Yeah, Gregor, what is there on this level that we might be have interest in?
Is that like a training ground? Ludusia's hoping for like a battle montage.
We're quite.
Yeah, I feel like we need to. I was hoping for a battle montage too. just
We're
so
quite
that'd be fun.
used. We're
What
quite
kind of
used to there
battle
being a
montage?
place.
I don't know, just like us practicing our skills. Like,
So here's what you know. In fact, I'll just quickly message it.
It does seem to be on every level. There does seem to be a kind of a challenge or something, something that's we need to overcome. But if there's nothing here, then that's fine.
You had the emotional challenge of a funeral.
The dragon was pretty challenging.
It was,
The AU hob.
Don't seem that upset.
We
Crying
are very
inside.
upset. We are. We just we feel as though,
Chingo wouldn't want us to be upset.
and for some reason, I feel as though you've somewhat replaced him in our party, and it feels as though we're whole again.
I know how you mean.
There's something
Funny, isn't it?
something uncanny about the way that you.
Funny timing, isn't it?
it's really quite convenient.
You kind of have a similar timbre to your voice and everything.
Oh,
Maybe it's our grief. We're seeing Chingo in everything.
You're projecting.
Go on him.
Yeah.
That's what we've done.
Can we talk about the mind flayers on the next level? I'm a bit anxious about it.
yeah, what do we?
How does one defeat a mind flayer?
Yeah.
You have
Well,
no mind.
According to
Send Emwen
according
in.
to Jareth, they're not physically strong, but they have lots of thralls to fight for them. They can take over your thoughts from a distance
Do we have a way
and
to
read your minds.
So there are ways I am aware of that you can improve your constitution to prevent. I mean, when I mean constitution, I mean your mental constitution that would
Mine's
prevent
pretty good, but I'm worried about the rest of you.
Is that hold
Indeed,
on, mental
mine too.
constitution? We're talking wisdom, yeah.
You need like a mind
Yeah.
battle.
My wisdom is actually currently 10, so
That's pretty good.
but that doesn't really mean.
Oh, 10, as in not plus 10. Mine's.
No, mine is plus 10. Yeah.
What, the save? Oh
Yeah.
shit, that's high. Okay. It might be intelligence, so depends, I suppose. So I suppose
And,
what. Yeah.
Are we going down to fight all these mind flayers? I mean, I don't like mind flayers, and I agree we have to get past them. But do we want to actually fight them, or do we just want to sneak past them, or?
Well, I
Is it
think.
possible to sneak past them?
I don't know, maybe.
Well, maybe we need to deploy a bit of stealth, get close to them, kill them rapidly, and move on.
If I can sneak up on them, or if I can get close to them, I can give them a good walloping.
Yeah, well, if we can stop them from being able to cast their abilities or possess our minds,
Yeah.
so if we can stun them in some way,
Surely
then
some
we
of us
probably.
we need to target
Yeah.
the mind flayers rather than thralls.
So it's probably more about being unseen, stunning them, and then making, we probably don't need to go in guns blazing because these things are more about, they're more powerful, but fewer of them, I imagine. They'll probably have minions though, things like goblins or other creatures they
They're gonna
possess.
have-
Tools. Yeah.
So we'll probably end up alerting them to our presence by the fact there's loads of them.
Gregor, what kind of techniques were you teaching the Githyanki for fighting
Good question.
flayers?
Just general martial stuff. Nothing too fancy. Sword and shield work, bit of spear, bow and arrow, the standard stuff.
Physical
range
physical
stuff.
damage, kind of.
Oh no, they're not interested in that fancy stuff. They're very much physical. This lot. They are holding a mind flayer prisoner to the north, but I've been barred from seeing it. They don't trust me enough for that.
Oh.
I've got to be careful walking around here. There's a lot of those crystal guardians, and they will attack anyone, including me, that isn't a gift. The guy who made them, his workshop's down to the southeast, but that's about all on this level. All the sparring warriors around.
The guy who made them, is he a Githyanki as well?
Erlon. He's alright.
Is he a nice guy? Friendly to strangers?
He's alright. I don't really know him too well.
Does he have some good chat?
Sure, he'll talk to you if you want to.
Well, maybe he knows if he's someone who if he must be practiced in fighting mind flayers. Maybe he's got some tools we could purchase from him or something, or some advice. If he's an inventor.
Yeah, well, shall we go there?
Sounds like my kind of guy.
I thought you'd be interested.
Yes, please.
Southeast it is.
Lovely.
If we find any time for a wee hour just to check out what this new weapon is that all right with everyone?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll help you out with that. And when I'm very intrigued to give it a good look over.
Thanks.
Especially after the things you went through to get it.
Aye.
Sounded like it was a lot of work.
I'll do it all the time.
Just be careful. We might need to take a few of these kids with us to allay the Crystal Guardians.
Do you mind talking to them first?
Dodge, can I convince these three to come with us and command the Crystal Guardians not to attack?
One will escort you if you want to go and see Erlon specifically.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so this guy, the Githyanki warrior who led you also to the Stardock, to the Kresh, will also nod towards you and lead you this way. You see there's a Crystal Guardian to your south, like right there. It does not it shines brightly, but it does not make any movement while you are in presence of Gith. He will open this door.
Can I attempt what sounds like Githyanki from what I heard from Gregor?
Please. It's a real guttural language, feeling like sort of orcish / dragon language. Please, whoa, Gregor, calm yourself. You're the new Emwen, you're just running off there. Go on, please, speak it.
Oh God, which is
what did you say about my mother?
I'm trying the new dialect. It sounds very interesting. I've never heard a language quite like it.
When he does that, does it sound... Do I understand, like, anything in it?
No, it sounds like he's going Durka Durka, Muhammad Jihad.
I'm just practicing. You can't blame me.
Do I pick up anything with my different language?
It is gobbledygook. There is no language there at all.
Whenever Gregor speaks, I'm going to, under my breath, mutter the same sounds that he does when he's speaking Dothraki.
Dothraki.
Dothraki again, I don't. The Githyanki comes up to this door, knocks on it hard 3 times, and then speaks in the language, says, Erlon, to the people who understand. We'll say, Erlon, visitors, and you'll hear this, muffled from the other side of the door, you'll hear this just grumbling. There's the door. Oh, give me the fucking door. I can't wait for Roll20 to finally... No! For Roll20 to finally give me the option for you guys to open doors instead of me. Which is incoming.
Coming?
It's incoming, yeah.
Wow.
The future!
Behold, the feature of the century.
Okay. So you enter into this room. Amongst many tables, large bits of crystal that kind of dawn with chisel bits.
Pretty.
Yes, bits of crystal that you have seen, scattered along around here, plus walls, etc. This Githyanki, who looks just as old as as Jerath you saw before, walks around with a horrible like a curved back. It's just completely broken. He's got these weird kind of what look like jeweler's goggles, which make his eyes look really tiny and small, big brass extensions. And even though you can see the eyes and they're really tiny through this, you can see they're squinting towards you. Looks towards Gregor, looks back to the warrior. He's like, "What's this rabble that you brought over here?"
I give a wave. It's like a kind of yoo-hoo.
They wanted to see you. I don't know why. I think they're interested in your crystal constructs or something. Sorry about the intrusion, but they're a reasonably friendly lot.
We just wanted to. Can
Another wave.
I just step in a bit? Oh, we just wanted to meet you. We were fascinated by your crystal constructs, and
You can't speak Gith, right? You can just understand every language it's said.
Oh.
I can speak it as well. They can understand me. We established.
Yeah.
They
we
don't
did this last
understand
week.
why they can understand her.
Yeah.
Cool. I can remember. Okay.
Incomprehensibly understandable.
So he would look towards you, like start flicking these brass goggles. It's going to say like, must be faulty. You're really small.
It's just a thing. Okay, it's just a thing I have.
Is anyone here able to translate what I'm about to say?
Yes.
He's small too. Ugh. He takes off the goggles and starts like blinking heavily. You can see his eyes are like kind of pale whitey, like he might be going blind. But looks funny. Oh, nope, just small. Welcome
Can I
to my
go
workshop.
over and ask him if I can try his glasses on?
So you say, what do you say?
In common, just because I think they look sparkly and cool. I love your glasses. Can I try them on?
Looks towards you. Looks to the people who speak.
Translator.
She's furry.
She's
Where is
very
that
furry.
from?
She's very furry and it grows back real quick if it ever comes off. So
What are you
she's
saying?
just saying she really likes the glasses. She thinks they're sparkly and cool. And she
Mine?
tries them on.
No. I need
That's
these for
fine.
my
I think
work.
that's perfectly fair. She is a bit weird. I will relay the message. I'm really
Oh, well.
sorry. You can't try on his glasses. He's a bit protective.
Oh, okay. I just, for the rest of the conversation as they're talking, I just watched the glasses move.
So he just got them in his hand right now, but he took them off to confirm that people that were small are small. He just got them hanging to his side. And it's like, well, what do you want?
I'll just I just wanted to compliment you on your fine craftsmanship.
Will someone please tell me what all these people are saying?
He just wants to compliment you on your fine craftsmanship. I will relay. I will be your interpreter.
I wanted to inquire as to whether or not the constructs are part living or entirely mechanical.
He wanted to inquire whether the constructs are part living or entirely mechanical.
Oh, here's the thing. They're magic.
Hey, Hop, they're magic.
Oh, that's a great answer. What? No, but seriously, what are they? Are they part mechanical or? Because I like magic. Sorry, are you repeating this?
Yes.
Yes.
Blah,
Okay.
blah, blah, blah.
I like magic just as much as the next guy.
But I would really love to know because we've encountered a few people in this dungeon who are attempting to create very similar sorts of constructs. And I wondered if you were aware of this.
Speaking very pausing and weird. It's quite disturbing.
Yeah, would you have to relay what he says? I apologise.
Well, maybe if he was smart enough to learn such a simple language, then
Well, I know, right?
it could be possible he could learn the skills of this. It's quite simple, quite ordinary, really. I take these crystals; they have inert magical properties, and I turn them into living beings that follow simple and basic commands. It's quite trivial, really.
He takes the crystals, he turns them into living beings, he does something with them.
So it's the crystals. The crystals are special in some way, are they?
Are the crystals special?
Of course. Yes, look where you are. These crystals light the way.
What are they made of? I mean, they're crystal, but are they a particular type of crystal?
Hey, I didn't ask that question.
Hey, you just having my own conversation.
Oh, you do. Okay, you do the rest.
They're crystals. I don't know if they have a name. If I had a choice to call them, I'd call them... Well, I'd name them after myself. I'd call them Erlon crystals. There we go. The creatures are made of Erlon crystals.
Erlon crystals.
Have you?
Okay.
Yes.
Erlon crystals, you say. Have you heard... Are there any other types of magical crystals? Ones that perhaps make you float?
Are there any types of magical crystals that make you float?
In this level,
Yeah, on this level.
Wow. What a
Not sure if I don't know. There are many types of stone, crystal, gem that have properties that make people fly in the astral sea. Of course, if any have made their way to the material plane, then potentially. I do not know, and do not know of any that are here.
No, I will relay that.
Would you, by any chance, know how to fabricate such a crystal?
I would know where to find them. I assume that means message relayed.
Pray tell.
In the astral sea, I explained to you already.
How would I get to the astral sea?
If you
There are two portals on this level, aren't there?
I mean, I can tell you how to go into the astral sea, my friend, but getting out might be a little more puzzling.
Are these astral seas? Are they, as the name suggests, are they actually oceans or are they seas of crystals?
I assume this message is relayed.
Yes.
As you relay the message, like the old Githyanki like kind of kneels down even lower, just like curving the back, and looks eye to eye to you, and just blinks like, "What am I dealing with here?"
I'm sorry, I don't know much about the astral sea. I have to say, I'm looking. What do I know much about the astral sea?
Make
the
me
impression it's a space thing, like it.
Make me a check of something. Make me
space, right?
Make me a history check.
Okay. Is that what they call it in space?
History. You would understand, and you would have seen. You've drawn powers from there before. That there are different planes of existence than the one you live on. The material plane, obviously, is where you live, and especially with your studies into trying to make and shift yourself into other planes, for example your mansion, etc. The astral sea is synonymous with the astral plane, so it is let's just call it, I mean, you've heard reports. It's basically it's kind of an endless expanse of space, sort of. Things do live there. There are lands there are worlds there.
Okay. But
you wouldn't know much about it apart from that. Judging from the history lesson that both Jareth and Gregor have told you, you would know that the Githyanki live in the Astral Sea. That is where their home world is. That's where they live. And they come here to train to kill mind flayers on site. And once they've become like Githyanki knights with abilities and powers to ride dragons, they live in their home on the in the astral sea / astral plane. Nothing ages there either, which is something we went through last time we were playing Zarth. Time doesn't pass there. That's why you kind of threw Chingo in there to live there, floating forever.
Well, maybe you could buy some crystals.
In a game like 20 years from now, you'll be flying through the astral sea and you'll just see a Chingo just like still floating. Unaged. With two gold coins kind of floating near his eyes.
Well, maybe you could purchase some crystals from them.
I only want ones that float. If you have some of those, then I'll definitely buy them. But it sounds like you don't. So that's very interesting. Anyway, compliments again to your creations. They're very, very beautiful. And it would be very good if there's a safe word to deactivate them. I mean, we propose no harm. Fighting them is not our intention. So is there a way that we can get past them without?
Is there a way you can get past them without?
He laughs. He's like, I would travel with a Gith if I were you. They're there to protect our home.
Is that by simple programming that they do not have any? Can you turn them off in some way?
I could, but I won't.
Okay. All right. Well, we better be careful then if we're not traveling with a Gith.
I would suggest it.
Okay. Anyway, look, brilliant stuff. Next time I see you, I'll buy you a drink and you can share some more secrets.
I'll relay
that. Wow, he's really impressed by you, Hop.
I seem to not do well with these people.
At this point, can I step forward and give a little wave and ask either Gregor or Seraphina, would you mind translating for me, please?
Yeah, of course.
Hi, my name is Amber. Lovely to meet you.
My name's Amber. Lovely to meet you.
We are actually going to be heading down to the next level, where I understand there's a lot of mind flayers, and I was wondering if there's anything you have that you might be willing to sell to us that's particularly effective against mind flayers, some kind of creation or any kind of knowledge, anything at all.
Frowns for a moment, kind of looks to Gregor with like a raised eyebrow. Holds up one
Just
finger.
shrug. I just shrug.
Holds up one finger and slowly meanders his way to a bench over to the south. Just, oh god, it's so painfully slow. A lot of these old Githyanki are really slow.
Not have any equipment of your own.
Just always looking for an edge, Gregor.
Right.
Rummages around on the table to the south, just kind of like literally pushing massive crystals to the side. They tumble to the floor, looking around, eventually coming back. And he's got something held behind his back as he slowly meanders his way over. Slowly meandering his way over. And pulls out from his back. And it is a pickaxe that's about this big.
Okay.
Like this big. He puts it in your hand.
Oh, thank you. Is it a magic pickaxe?
No.
Big mind flayers particularly vulnerable to pickaxes?
No.
It's just a pickaxe.
That's right.
Thank
Sense
you.
of humour.
What does the pickaxe look like? Is it like it? Just a standard.
It looks like a very well-used tool. One edge of it seems to be very blunt, like it's been used for multiple years.
How big is it? Like this big, like a mini one?
Tiny, like this. Yeah.
I carefully put it in a pocket on the outside of my bag and say thank you. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Have a good day.
Good luck.
Thanks.
What's everyone here so fucking rude?
Don't worry, I'm not.
What? Well, I think there's just a very strange sense of humour. I think we're probably outstaying our welcome. But
Yes, I think so.
Gregor,
Oh, goodbye then.
what do you suggest we do here? Do you think that the goth Yankee Dothraki
Hello, carry on.
do you think that they will provide us any help, or do you think we need to find our own way?
I think it's become very clear
I don't
that
know.
I think they said that they're not going to help us. They see it as their personal mission to go and fight.
Pete, what are you doing?
Obi's got in the bin.
She's got COVID. You deal with
Yeah,
it.
you do it.
Jesus.
Mom,
Being a lazy fuck is what he's been. Hang on.
Mom.
Shout at him,
What's
Lucy.
going on?
Yeah.
That reminded me of this gift. Let's find it. It's Cartman shitting in a bucket.
Bathroom.
What's that, babe?
I know. Let's leave my mic unmuted during a D&D game.
Tell him
wow.
to do it yourself, you lazy fuck.
So I'd say that.
and go back and mute your fucking microphone. Is what I was going to say. Yeah. The name of that gif is great. Pooing shit.
I mean, it's accurate.
Name!
I haven't seen that one in ages.
Mandy purpose.
Bathroom. My bathroom.
Oh, Michael Gove's been sacked. Oh no.
Has he?
Yeah.
Sacked.
Yeah.
Well, because he told Boris to resign.
Yeah. I think.
Sorry, guys, we're gonna have to take 5 because Obi's gotten in the bin and just traipsed the whole bin around the downstairs.
Please mute your microphone before you start shouting random shit next time. It'd be really great.
Yes.
Hey! They're actually
Batman!
not remind you of that. Babe, no! Babe!
Oh god, fucking hot rod.
Yeah. Babe!
Charlie, you remember watching that at my dad's house? So, like,
Yeah.
That was so
I did it
weird.
ages ago.
It's one of my favourite films. It's so
I
good.
love Hot Rod. It's so good.
Babe!
Lucy's is still unmuted, so
Let's go for lips.
Can we mute Lucy from here?
Nope.
you can mute it for you personally, but
No,
I
I'm
am-
recording to hear this.
I'm not the admin, so I can't. Carla is the admin.
Grab a
D&D.
water.
Oh,
Should I make that?
Yeah, you
Nels?
made the channel.
No thanks.
so long ago.
D&D.
Hey, maybe I'll get a
We
box
started out
of bags so we
fighting-
can knock boots later. What do you think?
Strahd, wasn't it?
Strahd, it was Strahd. Yeah.
Ta-da.
Right, pop quiz then. Who remembers level 1?
Yep.
Yeah, there was a big hole in the floor.
There were some
No,
rust
that's-
monsters. No, that was level
That's
2.
level 0.
That's level 2.
Level 1 had.
What's the name of the pub that you started in?
Water deep.
No, what was the town that you're
City.
I know,
in? Question mark? Are you still in it? Who knows?
It was so long ago.
Wuthering Heights.
Boom.
It was
The,
like
Probably
the yawning duck.
No.
it must have been about 3
The
years
yawning
ago
night.
now.
The,
No, maybe not. When did we start?
I think it's 2 years ago. I'll double check.
the
I
sleepy.
think it's over.
Oh, the
it's
sleepy
over
duck.
2 years. It's like 2
No,
years.
where are you getting duck from?
I don't know. I can go through all animals if you want. The sleepy.
There's no animal. It's not an animal.
The snoozy pigeon.
The sleep. The
The
sleepy.
Oh,
yawning
list of-
portal.
I have a whole list of quests, but I don't have the
The
name
yawning
of the pub.
portal.
The yawning portal is the name of the pub. Yes.
The first level had a big room with statues in a giant corridor of statues.
Yeah, and there was there's one of these things, the little mind on the brain
Yeah.
thing.
Elliot and I
Brain
were
power.
actually looking at some
And
of
Lucy
the
and
old
Bertha,
videos.
Bertha got zapped by it.
Yeah, she
Being an
did.
idiot.
Intellect,
It was
an
really
intellect
stupid for
devourer.
her.
Mega lollies.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
I think there was a room. Was it this campaign where there was a room where something was underwater and we went in to find it and then
Mhm.
we left it because we didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
We've left a
There
lot
was
of things and
statue.
didn't know what to do with it.
And then
Yeah, you did.
what else happened?
So many things.
The room with spiders' webs in as well.
Not level 1.
No.
There was the gelatinous cube thing. Is that level 1?
Isn't there loads of mirrors? Isn't there a corridor of mirrors? Level 1?
It was statues, I think, or mirrors.
Yeah,
The gelatinous cube was on. I think the gelatinous cube was on level 1.
It's on episode 2 because I drew a picture.
Pretty gnarly enemy for such a low level.
Didn't we
You're level
find-
5 at the start,
We're
mine.
level 3, weren't we?
No,
level 5
We
and stuff.
started at
Level 5.
We
Okay.
fought. I think we fought some
I feel like the
constructs or something.
I tell you what, I'm gonna go on Dodger's YouTube.
How dare you? No, banner.
Didn't we find
Shake it down.
The goblins were level 2, weren't they? I mean,
Yeah, the goblin marketplace.
Yeah, and then I tried to steal their money by giving them fake.
Oh
gold.
yeah, that was it. We met the
Oh god, I remember that.
we met the Undertakers, the highwaymen vampires, who 10
didn't
gold
we-
will take us to level 2.
Didn't we
Press
see
that
that?
down
Didn't
for
we?
Actually, they're men in disguise, and there's loads of them.
And didn't we meet that guy who'd been killed by his pals at the end of level 1? When was that? I mean, we found the map.
Was that level 1? Yeah, I think it was.
At the bottom
That
of the-
ghost's name. He followed you for a bit as well.
The
I
door
remember
does
now.
not appear to be trapped.
Never is. Who's going to check the traps now?
Until
Go on.
it is.
And then we'll just walk
We
into
Yeah, I
them.
was going to
We
say.
got two.
yeah.
We got 2 tanks now, so we just let you guys take all
Do
the
we?
damage.
Do we?
You look like a tank. I mean, if that is
What class am I?
that's the biggest spoon in the world. If it's
Oh no! I just looking through the levels and I saw there was a death that happened on level 2.
Was it Pete?
No.
Wasn't it? Mr. Smiles.
Mr. Smiles got
Oh,
crushed
Mr. Smiles,
by
yeah.
a
Got
big
run over
fucking
big
boulder. Mhm.
That was the end of that.
Dead. Thought it was dead.
Lovely Mr. Smiles. There he is. I can see.
Yeah, we
him
never played with the fucking
Darn
map
it,
art.
he lived.
Smiling?
He was useless.
Yeah, but he was my friend.
He's just a dog.
Yeah, he was just a dog.
More than a dog to me.
Didn't you have a cat in the bag as well?
Yeah, that was my pussy in my bag. Yeah.
Yeah, she got squished.
That was when that was
PCA would have something to say about that.
that's only when we got to Skullport.
Yeah, and then Pussyfoot. That's what I called her, Pussyfoot. It didn't get. She got killed by the clay golem. When
Golem.
the clay golem.
Do you remember when we fought the clay golem and Pete
Yeah,
made the entire room
black.
so we couldn't see what we were fighting?
Yeah, that's fun.
I feel like that was the time that
Pete or Katie?
No, that was a
So
different time.
Pussyfoot died.
I did it when we were facing the fairy dragon.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Katie made it like go misty.
That's the
Cheers, man.
fog button.
Oh, but-
Just
Oh, God. And then you're like, I don't know, push another button. You teleported away, and you couldn't do anything. You couldn't do anything there.
In fact,
Push all the buttons.
Go
When did
away.
we get the nice maps? What level did we get the nice maps?
Oh God, I don't know. 3 maybe. I don't remember being able to.
You can literally age us. If you go through every single one of the videos, you can see us all deteriorating.
God.
It's bad.
I get better with age.
Yeah, well, actually,
The,
the first 50 videos we didn't have webcams, but since then it's.
So like the last year, it's just been a really bad downhill turn.
Just FYI, in how many days is this? 7, 14, 15, 16, 17. In 18 days, no lies, 16 days is the 2-year anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons. There you go. 22nd July 2020. Well, probably a bit earlier than that, but that's when I uploaded it. So 22nd of July 2020.
Blimey. What
In
day
fact,
is
no,
that?
it would have been before then, because I only uploaded these when you completed level 1, because I didn't want spoilers, because I still did the recording for that. So it would have
So
been,
we've
been
definitely
Sorry
been
about
playing
that,
for
guys.
2 years.
Hey, all good?
Yeah, he's never done that before, ever. I'm shocked.
Well, we gotta learn.
Was there something really tasty in the bin?
Like an old takeaway from maybe a week and a half ago.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, yeah.
He's feeling. He's
No, not a week and a half.
apologised.
That sounds silly.
He's like,
Week
I'm
and
very sorry.
Is it sorry got caught?
Yeah, pretty much.
I didn't mean to get called. Okay, so back in the room, you are still in Erlon's laboratory. He's just handed Amber a tiny little pickaxe.
I tucked it away. Like
Ooh.
I really do value it.
Right. Thank you very much. We
Waving.
appreciate your good chat, and well done on your crystal constructs, and we'll see you another time, maybe. If
Enjoy
it's
your
fun.
remaining years.
Thank you. Hopefully I have many. And you.
I don't have many. Good luck.
Okay. Enjoy your not many remaining years.
Do they know how long we have left to survive?
He's just really old.
Well, he's pretty old, so.
Yeah.
You can.
I was just interested, wondering whether the Githyanki,
What's down
whether that's
there?
one of their special skills, whether they know when they're going to die.
Right, I mean, we probably better go down. It sounds like no one wants us on this level, so we should probably just get out of there.
Not the friendliest host, the Gith, but. Yeah, well. It is not.
Emwen needs an hour to look at his fancy new spear. Perhaps we could do that in the corridor on the way down to the next
If
level.
you want to rest, I'd rest on this level, to be honest. I mean, it's safe ground.
Would they mind?
Yeah, they won't mind. I've been living here for months.
Can you take us to somewhere that we could sit quietly for an hour?
Well, I mean, it's all just rock and stone around here, so it doesn't much matter where we go. It's
Well, we don't
not
wanna-
comfy.
We don't want to be in the way.
What's down here?
All right.
Show us the way, Gregor. I'm. Can I start preparing my magic item investigation kit, which is my eyes and hands. I'm warming them up.
Yes, but you know,
Eyes and hands.
anyone could have looked for an hour, I guess. But sure, whatever you want. Oh wait, Emwen fell behind and got locked in the room.
He's just being.
He got locked in the room with Erlon's. Like Erlon's not old at all. He's actually a ancient white dragon in disguise, and he's here to kill you all. So as you enter into this room, you see a familiar kind of thing. There are Githyanki warriors, they're kind of just like sat here, like looks like they appear to be resting. As the first one comes in, he says some words to basically come and say, "It's okay. We have this Althea is here with some strange travelers from above. Seems that they just want to pass through." And they all kind of nod. You see the same sight as you saw in the room to the west. It's a large pit that goes down and down, like a kind of weird, kind of looks like it looks like milky white liquid at the bottom. But it's, as you probably know or have guessed, it's poured to the astral sea. At the above, there is a large stalactite, like made of like this bluish, tealish, turquoisey crystal, and inside it is some form of Githyanki person. They are in there, just suspended in crystal. No change.
So they're in there.
Well, don't go too close.
What are they doing?
What's happening?
They defend this area, I believe.
From the mind players.
From anything, really. I wouldn't get too close to them.
Do
All
things-
that murky liquid, as you know.
Do things often come through?
We're pretty close to the next level with the mind flayers, so it can be dangerous.
Okay. If we could just find somewhere to sit down quietly.
The Githyanki warrior would turn to you, Gregor, and be like, "Where do you wish to go?"
We have a chat with these people. I think we might be having a rest. I would say back in Githyanki.
Mhm.
Where do you want to go next? We can either go somewhere safe. We can go and inquire about this mind flare if you're really interested, or we can just head down to the next level.
I
Rest
don't
and
think
head
they're
down.
gonna let. I don't think they're gonna let us see the mind flare because they don't seem that helpful, and we do need to rest because Emwen needs to look at his spear. So why don't we just do that here for an hour, and we'll head.
Right.
Unless anyone else thinks differently.
I'm happy with that.
Sounds like a great plan.
I'm gonna sit myself in this corner and do a bit of meditation.
I'm gonna
read braid my leg hair.
I'm going
rub
to
my
hold out.
spear.
I'm going to hold out my hands expectantly to Emwen.
I'm gonna. That brings my key back.
I'm assuming that Gregor. I'm assuming you relay your messages to the Githyanki warrior who was in front of you.
Yeah. And I'll spend the hour just training the guys around here a bit as they're sparring and stuff.
He would also explain that if you wanted to try and speak to the mind flayer, then you can ask the guardian, whose name is... Where is it gone? I had it. Deslar. Deslar, she's a female Githyanki knight who stands watch over the mind flayer. If you want to ask, then you may.
It might be worth going and visiting.
Do we know why
they're-
they have him kidnapped? Because they seem to want to kill them. Why did they just have one?
I mean, they're very intelligent creatures. I imagine they have it for claiming information or, torturing it for a laugh.
I mean,
Amber, could you get into a mind flayer's mind?
I don't know, but I'm not willing to do anything of that nature with Githyanki around. I don't think it would go down.
Be very careful with that.
Even if you were attacking them, even if you torched them first, tell them what was happening, and then...
I don't want to tell them anything about that aspect of my power. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, you seem...
Please do not mention it.
I'm not... Okay, that's fine. I just mean that...
Good job, they don't speak common.
No, I do know this.
They do.
No, we established this.
Well, actually, if you read what it says, for some reason, everyone else can understand any language that she says.
It's true. Any creature can understand what you say.
I'll assume that. Yeah, I'll assume that they're not being that dumb.
Yeah.
It's not the same as when you met what's his face above levels, where you were specifically trying to hide from him, and he was like, "Well, no, I'm definitely going to snoop on what they're trying to say here."
Yeah.
Can I use this hour to cast false life upon myself until I get to my magic? 3 hit points, please.
Sure. Is anyone else doing anything special during this time?
Yes.
No,
I told you. I'm
updating my
braiding
key.
my leg hair.
Okay,
Is there anything
I'm
else
trying
I'm
desperately not to watch that, and I'm gonna inspect Emwen's giant pike.
Like, it's a
Wow.
glaive. Okay, so you take the glaive, Emwen watches you intently, I imagine. It's a beautiful looking weapon. I think I sent a picture to game. Let me.
I have this, which makes me damn good. I've never used it before, but it's good. It's
Now's your time to shine.
It's also racial for a race that I no longer am. So.
Oh, then you don't have it You don't have it anymore.
Okay, delete that one then. Great.
Yes, please.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Okay, so you spend an hour trying to identify the weapon. It's a strange one. It feels like it kind of resists you a little bit. Almost as if there's like power kind of locked away. It does give up a name. The name of it would be Tempest Fall. And it's quite obviously some form of magical artifact. But yeah, it feels like the power behind it's a little, I don't know, like locked or something. It doesn't feel like it's reached its full potential yet.
I haven't done an intelligence check yet. So.
You don't need to.
All right. Interesting. And when this seems like a magical artifact, I believe, like all good weapons, it has a name. And it seems to be telling me it's called Tempest Fall, which is a bit pretentious if you ask me, but I guess it's kind of cool too. So, did he explain at all what it's for?
Well, I presume it's for fighting. No?
That is a fair assessment. Perhaps it seems that the magical ability is potentially going to be unleashed during fighting, because it doesn't seem to be obvious from just looking at it. I would imagine it unleashes somehow.
Well, I could have told you that.
Well, I know, but I thought there might be a little bit more insight, but alas, my usefulness to this party is waning by the day.
There, Hopper. You have been completely fucking owned on this level. We've got to admit, it's funny as fuck.
I've made. It seems in the last 48 hours, I seem to have made bridges and nothing else. Everything else has been a colossal failure.
I get my lute out and start playing it like a violin. La, 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 la.
At least I don't have a minute pickaxe.
Is that a song of rest by any chance?
Are we resting now? Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
let's do it.
Yeah, we'll rest. So
Short resting.
Emwen, for the time being, this is Tempest Fall, and it essentially is a +2 glaive for the moment.
Cool.
Until you
It
kind
is a
of
song of
glean
rest, but it sounds
understanding.
suspiciously like someone taking the piss out of someone being especially melancholy.
Wah, 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 wah.
So it's a +2 to damage and to hit.
Yeah, +2 to attacks and +2 to damage.
Nice.
That's a long
Same
range.
Pretty good.
It's like your other glaive, right? You've got 2 glaives now.
Yeah.
You've got Lubu. You
Yes,
are Lubu incarnate.
If I can dual wield glaives by the time.
Windmill mode.
Wish.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
That would be so good.
Fucking sick.
Let's go Dynasty Warriors. Oh man, that game is so shit. It's so good.
That game was awesome. What are you talking about?
But it was
Amazing.
so-
All of them were great.
Yeah, it was just. Button
Yes.
Gregor, is there any,
Super
is there any Gregor, is there anywhere on this level that I could I'm looking to buy some components for a spell. I don't know if there's anyone here that might be able to assist with that. It's actually an interesting one. What I need, and it's maybe a bit apt actually, is a pickled tentacle.
You can ask around, but there's not exactly a village shop.
I don't know. You never know, right?
There's super sus as well.
The most magically inclined person you've met on this level so far is Urlor, who you met earlier, the guy.
I didn't go down very well with him, so.
He seems just eccentric and strange. Definitely not an arcane in any way. And this is a level that is full of basically warriors in training. You go.
Do you reckon the Guardian would let me take a bit of the Mind Flayer's tentacle? Take a lick.
You can ask, but she's charged with guarding it, so
Okay, just a thought.
you can try.
I reckon we should do it.
Can
I think
I-
we should do it. It's literally it's calling to me. I feel like this may be like 5th time lucky. If I go and speak to the Mind Flayer, I might get lucky. Yes.
Can I, whilst we're resting, can I just roll? Can I do a hit die, please?
Sure.
And then I get one. I'm going to get an extra 1d6. Oh, do I get lucky?
No,
No.
not very nice.
I'll do another one then.
Oh my god, man! Isn't it an extra D10 though? Because you've had the Song of Rest or something.
Yeah.
The extra hit was if you someone.
Why have you got such low health?
So 12.
Why's your health so low?
Because I got actually quite hit by the thing.
What?
Yeah,
Like what
you
thing?
get
It's fine,
crystal
I've actually- I've
Oh,
actually gone up to full health now. So it's fine. The crystal
you
thing.
get
okay. Should we?
you get an extra 1d10 per hit dice you use.
Do I need to roll my 1d10?
There's no
Yeah.
point.
I
You're a
think
max.
you do, yeah.
No, I mean, yeah.
Okay, you're a
If
max.
you're a
There's
max,
no point.
if you're a max, then
No, I
then-
wasn't. I was on 84, so hold on. So 2,
It's 88.
5.
Yeah, that's it. Done.
Perfect. I'm bang on. Fab.
bang on.
And you keep-
Song sorted you right out.
Did.
So,
Excellent.
Singing the
so
song.
shall we proceed to the next level, or should we interrogate this mind flare? I mean, I believe.
If Gregor thinks that they might talk to us, then I mean, there's no harm, is there? You never know. I mean,
The Protector will talk to you, but whether or not they let you through, I don't know.
Well,
Now we go.
sure.
all information is useful. Knowledge is
Yeah.
power.
I agree.
I mean, we have to admit we actually have encountered a mind flare, what we believe to be a mind flare, before. Do you remember the one?
We didn't talk to them, did we? We just knew it was there.
And we weren't on the wrong side of it, so.
We didn't, but we. I mean, I believe that these people here are our allies, but I do think the mind flayers will have a story too. I mean, they're clearly evil, but why they're here, why they're fighting, it sort of be interesting to find out, because we could learn their motivations. We could
Yeah.
try and figure out
And
something.
why they
Well-
haven't gone somewhere else if the Githyanki just consistently keep coming down, just killing one of them whenever they can. Seems a bit odd.
I can tell you've never interacted with a Mind Flayer.
Well, odds, because Fae, so, we don't have many mind flayers. Feywild soz.
No, I mean all of you.
We've met one, but I don't think we've ever fought one.
I would be very cautious having a chat with those fellas.
Have you ever encountered any form of statue that possesses the qualities of a mind flare?
Don't believe so.
Okay, just
Why? What? Why?
well,
Looks at you with
we
a
saw
raised eyebrow.
We saw one the previous level. We actively avoided it as far as we could, and I believe yes, it just seemed like a very strange.
As far as you could, what do you mean?
Well, it was. We managed to when passing its line of sight, it seemed to possess people, but we were mostly successful in avoiding any form of interaction.
Possess? Well, I mean, what do you mean? You're right now, aren't you?
I'm absolutely fine. I was
I think we're all
one
fine.
of the
I think
people who were very capable of avoiding it.
I feel like we probably put a spell on.
It was a
the
very-
spell wore off.
It was an odd experience. The whole place was riddled, and the Mad Mage was taunting us the entire time. So I think it was just some sort of form of trap. It wasn't. I don't think there's
Surely
anything
you went
necessarily-
through the previous level.
Oh, I got here through other means.
Oh,
What means are those?
I can't go into that too much. It's between me and my god.
was it a
Oh.
gate?
Nice.
Oh,
Well,
It's
look,
secret.
we can. I think we should talk about this a bit later on. I think there's a.
Maybe he travelled through space.
He's a space traveller.
Maybe.
Well, just remind me.
He's
what
a
was this
star
magic again?
man.
This is
What
what?
was, What's your like sigil that you wear again?
It's like scales, but instead of the central pillar, it's like a skeletal hand holding the scales.
Are you, by any chance, young? Are you a Are you a
can see it on my
fighter, or
picture.
do you use magic to fight, or do you use physical combat? I can't quite tell. You do look like a badass, but you kind of
That's
don't
the
look conventional.
technical definition.
Well, whatever takes my fancy at the time. Really, it's a bit of this, bit of that.
I mean, if you were to
Stab,
categorize
bit
yourself,
shield.
if you were to reduce your kind of skill set into something reasonably generic, what would you categorize yourself as?
I'm a mighty warrior.
Hopper, you're being very rude. All these invasive questions. We barely know the man.
I'm very sorry. I feel as though I'm just trying to work the guy out, and like, do I stand behind him or in front of him? That's what I'm trying to work out.
You always stand at the back, right? That's just the way we do it.
Sometimes depends on how much I've had to drink that day. Yeah.
Depends how many bridges you're building.
yeah. It depends if I'm useful or not. How many people I've taken to a T-Rex today.
Right.
Okay, let's go talk to this this one. What did you say her name was? The lady guarding the mind flare?
Deslar. Deslar. D-E-S-L-A-R.
Deslar.
Like the Death Star without a T.
Deslar.
All right. Well, look.
And
What you-
fucking Ludusia just falls to the astral sea. Again, reroll.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, I'm
what I
falling
about
backwards
the,
while I'm braiding my leg hair. No.
That is no guard. That's
trap stuff doesn't sound quite right to me.
Oh
I
look,
want to
another
get that
thing.
checked out.
Is there anyone who could check it out?
Not me.
No, no point talking about it then, is there?
I was saying that trap thing possessed you. Doesn't sound like quite right to me, but all right.
Oh, you weren't there.
We'll dig into it a bit further later on. I need to spend a bit of time thinking about it myself, because I think it was just simply a trap, but and nothing further.
All right.
George, can I if I examine my inner feeling, can I feel do I feel different in any way since encountering the mind flare statue?
She's using CBT to investigate herself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty intuitive person. I know my own mind. I've got some mind skills.
I feel like
Make
I've
me
got
a
few mind skills.
medicine check.
I
Okay,
feel like a
Medicine, sure.
medicine check.
Can I help?
Mental health is medicine.
Oh, it's me.
You also reach into her mind palace.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. For myself then, my medicine's 5.
You can do it yourself as well.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, right.
Go into your mindfulness app.
I've been tracking it for days now. I haven't seen it change.
Into your inner soul. You feel fine.
No, yeah, okay.
Feeling very
No detect mind flare worm spell goes off. No.
Oh, it's worth an ask. Let's go see Desla.
Let's do it.
Right.
This Tesla is quite operational.
Let's go.
See, I signal to the gift to lead the way.
On the mention of the word Deslar, I mean, it's a name, understands, and starts leading you this direction. Come along, fuckos!
Come in.
There's no moon.
So I had to read it.
Which way did we go?
This way, this way.
Up left.
What does that mean? This way. Vanished from the face of the earth.
Up left.
You have gained
and-
Emwen powers.
Again, you enter into this room for the similar looking.
Oh shit.
You know, you've seen it. You've seen it once. You've seen it 100 times now.
Fuck
Pit,
me, it's
stalactite, more.
a-
And as you start approaching north, it's quite apparent. Okay, this guardian must be a Githyanki knight. Yeah, hard to see just in the distance and wrapped up in the scales, but this quite large red dragon is kind of lying down on the floor, curled up into a fairly tight ball from what he looks like, wings down, and leant up against this dragon, eyes seemingly closed. He is a Githyanki knight, a Githyanki in like quite well fitted armor, looking like weapons strapped to the side, and she appears to just be maxing, relaxing. The Githyanki warrior strolls up and then takes a knee and would say, Deslar, Iothea is here with visitors from above. Opens up one. Sure.
Follow suit. Oh, hold on.
I'm done.
My thing's crashed.
I sort of like take my leg braids in hand and sort of wang them in a sort of whizzy fashion.
How long are these braids? Amazing.
My hair's very long.
Right. Cool. It is now. It's literally like a couple days later and it's all grown back. And maybe even longer. Who knows? Okay, so both of you taking a knee. The Githyanki woman opens up one eye, looks at the Gith warrior, nods, then looks to you, Seraphina, with a frown. Alright, okay.
Just showing my respect.
Yes. What do they want? To the
I think
Githyanki
they want to
woman.
ask you some questions about mind flayers.
Althea, good to see you. By all means. Do they speak our tongue or?
Oh, well, this one does. And he points over to Seraphina.
Small one.
Hello.
Very interesting. Must be the scholar of the group. Yeah, speak.
Indeed, I am.
Shut to the heart.
I can tell the lack of. She doesn't wear metal armor like me and you. I think she's wrapped in robes. Must be a spellcaster. These trickerous fools love to weave magic around them.
A bit childlike as well. Don't really get it, but she's all right.
They must grow them young where you're from.
I'm a fully fledged grown-up. I would like to add. I am
That's
not
what a
a
kid
child.
would say.
Of course.
I am a grown
That's
up.
exactly what a child would say.
I'm a grown-up.
Speak, grown up.
I'm just quite short.
Right.
Okay, but don't judge me on my size. I'm a shower, not a grower.
I use that line.
That's the word. What can I do for you, grown up?
My friends and I would be very interested in maybe having an audience with your mind flayer prisoner.
Oh no. Absolutely no.
Merely to find ways of defeating them, nothing more.
Don't get near
Why
them.
don't you just
Try and
ask
slice
him?
off the head.
Well, if you have some tips for us, then that would be fun.
Don't get near them. And try and slice off the head from range if you can.
Is it possible to sneak up on them?
No.
How many thralls do they have down below?
As many as they want to control, I assume.
What kind of creatures are they? Any creatures?
I don't know. I haven't been down there many times. I live here, protecting the prisoners that we have kept over the years and training the warriors, the young pups, into becoming fully fledged knights of their own.
Seraphina, ask her why they take a prisoner if they're so dangerous.
Yeah, same question.
My friend asked, why do you take the prisoners if you believe them to be so dangerous? Surely having a prisoner in your camp is is a concern. Surely they can get hold of your...
Not that it's any of your business whatsoever, but the fool was stupid enough to come up in here and try and scout. And I'm now protecting before begins with an A. Before Alkea. Alkea has some questions for the beast, and I'm keeping it alive until then.
How will I... Well, wait, I can't understand that. Sorry.
Well, I'll relay this back to my friends.
How would Alkea survive the Mind Flayer's powers? How would it not be... How would he not succumb?
Yeah, I translate.
Looking over at Hopper, kind of hidden around the corner, would look over and be like, she would survive.
Sorry,
and she is much more powerful than any of you.
He is a generic reference to a... Anyway, don't worry.
To the patriarchy.
Yes,
I shoot Hopper a
I
look.
just facepalm at this point.
it's a big facepalm moment. You can see the Githyanki warrior in the south kind of looks scared. It's like,
Sorry, I just assumed a gender.
I don't
Apologise.
translate that bit. I would like to say I do not translate that bit.
Can we roleplay, Rob? I want to escape the world, not go back into
Yes,
gender politics.
if you dive around 30 feet this way, you'll be gone forever.
Yeah. Well, if that's a way of getting rid of gender politics, then and it's that easy, then see ya.
Ooh, controversy.
Whee!
Out of my problem.
There is no gender in the Astral Sea.
Endless nothingness is better than this.
Anyway, looking at Seraphina, it's like, do you know anything else? Any other suggestions?
Can I? Any other questions? Any further questions?
Well, they seem to be reasonably difficult to get through. I mean, we're simply trying to find ways in which we can get secrets to help us get past the mind flayers or kill them. There's not much else to it.
I translate.
Yes, she nods.
So,
Is that a question?
Is there a way we can prove that we are allies of the Githyanki?
No, they don't want us to be allies, Hopper.
You're currently standing with our ally Althea. If you weren't standing with them, you'd be dead already.
Okay. Alright, well, I can't think of anything else we can ask you to convince you.
I'm all out.
Yeah.
I don't like
Okay.
the sound of him anyway, so I think avoid.
Thank you for your patience. We shall leave you in peace now.
Luck when the travel's grown up. Try and stay away
Thank
from
you
mind
very
flayers.
much.
They will kill you. Especially one so small.
What?
I am small, but I am mighty.
It would be a shame to die so young.
And I am
Oh.
wise.
Seraphina, can you ask them what number they imagine of the mind flayers are down there at the do they know?
Just one final question. Do you have any idea
No.
how
She opens her one eye one more time with a look of
I do
contempt.
apologise.
I sort of do like another little curtsy because they know it's my question.
Final question, then we shall leave you alone. How many? Do you have any idea how many mind flayers are on the level below at this moment, or when you were last down there?
She yawns and goes, "Oh, could be any thousands.
Right.
Who
That's
knows?"
cute.
Okay.
Sure. Great. Brilliant.
Okay. Well, thank you for your assistance.
Yeah. Thank you.
If
Enjoy the rest
anything
of your day.
occurs to you whilst you're pondering and sleeping on your dragon, then come and find us and tell us, because we're keen to not die.
Time to go, Hopper. Time to
Yeah,
go.
at this point, I
Come
like
on.
just shuffle him away.
Please
I,
do.
do a light goodbye and Githyanki.
Is there actually one final
Hopper,
thing?
Hopper, you're in the astral plane, Hopper.
There's no more,
Goodbye, Hopper.
no more final things, Hopper.
There
You're
is
gonna
no
get
Hopper
Hopper
final
killed.
things. We're
Is
going to
there-
Hopper, R.I.P.
Is
Hopper,
there, I'm not saying
Hopper,
anything
you're in the
controversial. Fuck
astral
off.
plane.
Is there a way to get around the mind flayers? Because
I
actually,
asked
all these
that.
people have been saying, is there just a way we can just skip this shit?
I asked that, so can we sneak past them? And they said no.
Are you a
Well, no, I'm
fucking
not-
coward?
I'm not thinking just sneak past them. I'm meaning use a teleport to get to a level beyond them. We've literally been jumping around this entire dungeon for some while, and we've given up all hope of finding another way to get to the level beyond. I don't really want to walk into 1,000
Well,
fucking
we've
mind
already-
flayers, do you?
No, but we've already
Yeah,
asked
pussy.
about gates, and they've said no.
Yes, I am a pussy. And I'll be very happy to remind you of how much of a pussy I am when your mind is corrupted by a mind flare. You're trying to kill me, because that's pretty much will become one of the mind flayer's minions soon from just poor constitution.
Is that a
They might
threat?
think they're with their friends.
It's not a threat, it's a warning, you imbecile.
A warning that
What
you're
did
about
you
to betray me.
Jesus Christ, you're a paranoid ass. No, I just don't want to die. I've literally died before, it sucked. I don't want to walk into a mind flayer's palace. It sounds like the most stupid plan in the world. What the fuck are we doing?
It's like fun.
We have literally
I'm not exactly the
We've been
not
asking.
exactly the most sneaky person.
Look,
Oh,
I mean, look, let's just boil this down. So, the Mind Flayer's greatest enemy, we were just speaking to, are unwilling to help us kill Mind Flayers because they're too powerful, and we've asked and begged for them to tell us some secrets about how we can kill Mind Flayers and how we can get around them, to which they had no reply or any help. So, we're going to just walk into the Mind Flayer's palace
They
anyway.
did give us some. They did give us some information. Not physically strong. Got to be watching out for them taking control of our thoughts. Have lots of thralls.
Cut their heads off.
Cut
So
their heads off.
The thousands of them inside a palace and their infinite amounts of mind
I
flaying.
mean, I think you're exaggerating. I don't think there's 1,000.
I'm reasonably sure that's what they said. There was
It could be. They said they have no idea.
well,
Well,
that's just not a risk
Not-
I'm willing to
There's
take.
definitely 1,000. All right. Well, what do you suggest, Hopper? What do you want to do? Jump into the
Gregor.
astral plane and try and find your crystals? I mean, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that sounds like a safer plan.
is there?
I have an absolute mandate to go down, so I'm going down
I do, but we
that
can
slope
use-
to the next level.
We haven't found a gate for some time. I think we should go and investigate, find one of our teleports, and see if we can use it to get up or down.
I'm going to go up. I need to go down. I have to go
But you
down.
can sometimes go down by going up. There's still uninvestigated gates.
I've asked if there's any gates on this level. Everyone's told us no.
But
They don't want us wandering around.
But we know from level 6 we could get to level 12. There may well be that same sort of thing which can allow us to get from level 10 to level 24. You know, who knows? We need to be creative.
24
here.
doesn't exist, so you'd be very screwed there.
I don't know. I'm willing to follow you guys, but I just don't think walking into a Mind Flayer's palace is a smart plan. I mean, it seems like the place to go and get some action, but I don't really want to end up having my mind corrupted.
Mind Flayer?
Sending
I
a
already
fireball
got action earlier this evening, but I'm happy for some more.
I
I'm happy to avoid the mind flayers, but I need to get down.
Same. I mean, if you had a way to avoid them, I'd do it. But there seems to be no way. We can't find a gate anywhere. We're not allowed to look around this level.
We can try and avoid them as much as we can, and then when we do find one, we head off. Job done.
I'm not seeing any other gates on this level.
But they
How long
don't
have you
look
been
like-
here? How long have you been here, Gregor?
Oh, a couple of weeks.
and you've been
You know
into-
what you know what we mean by gates? The archways with the funny symbols, or the riddle, or the whatever.
We're gonna have to kill him now. You said that.
That's fun.
We don't. They're not like that other gate. The other gate's firing. Oh, it's
They're
open.
smaller.
They're smaller. They're made of stone. They might have some strange engravings or words.
An
on it.
archway. It'll just be an archway.
Have I
It's
seen
just-
any of these gates?
No.
No, not seen any of those gates, but it sounds pretty cool.
Yes, well, it'd be very helpful.
You
if
could
did.
go. You can go first next time we go through one.
It's
Just
quite the
me.
experience.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
that's,
one.
well, maybe this is what we first searched for in the Mind Flayer's palace. I just, this is just feels like a fool's errand. But I know
Maybe
we have
that-
to go down. We have to go down. I need to kill the Mad Mage. He's going to turn the world
I
inside
think
out.
we have all been sent the same mission, and that mission is of some urgency. So, whilst I agree, I don't believe walking into a palace of mind flayers is going to be good fun.
It could be great fun. We could all have our minds warped, and we could all have a giant
I-
orgy.
Don't currently see any other opportunity to do
We
it.
can get around them. I'll be up for it.
Yeah, I think we all
We
would.
could- Yeah, we'll try and find a way around. We're not just going to walk in there guns blazing and be like, come fuck us mind players.
I glance over at Emwen, like, really?
Well, if Emwen decides
I
to
picture
do
him there
that,
just polishing his new glaive, like.
Chopping
Yeah.
heads off.
Aye.
Well, God,
I am definitely up for chopping some heads off. I'm
Well,
just going to sleep at night.
fuck it, let's
If
go.
they're physically weak and if we are relatively mentally strong between us,
Do you know what
I
my
don't know
tac-
how mentally strong I am.
I'm literally going to. I think my tactic has got to be to get. I'm gonna telekinesis warp Emwen at them so that you can chop their heads off. I'm gonna use him as a weapon.
If I get touched by a single spell, I'll be pissed. Already had enough of that from this bookworm.
I'm gonna fire you into them so that you can slice their heads off. Ooh, I could do reverse.
Sounds good to me.
yeah, sounds good to me too.
Right, let's do this then. Sorry, I was being a pussy back there. Let's get going and die.
That's the spirit.
There we go.
No.
We knew you would talk you round.
Yeah, glad to see you're on board.
I forgot that we're a bunch of fucking lunatics. So let's go.
It's worked so far. I've literally tried talking to everybody on this level to ask nice questions. I haven't found any information. Therefore, the only option is to go down and just kill them.
Going down is fine with me. Let's do this.
Thought so. Gregor, take us to the level.
Fuck
Good
it,
chat.
let's go.
I signal to the Githyanki to
I don't know where everyone's
lead
gone.
us down.
You say to him you want to go further down towards the mind flayers.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, raises both eyebrows, nods, and leads you this way.
Yeah. You want to come? Do you want to join us?
Are
Yeah,
you
glory
ready?
to be had.
Emwen?
Yes,
are
I'm
you
coming. Yes,
Hey,
I'm coming. Sorry.
Gregor, do you think you could convince some of them to join us as like a little army or
We
something?
established that they have refused to do that.
Please, just try again.
I doubt it, but I can ask. Can I just shout out here? Anyone want to some mind flayer action with us?
They look confused and they look back at you. One of them turns and says, "We're still in training. You know that we're not ready to join the others down there."
They seem
Okay, well, if anyone change their mind, you know where we'll be.
We will come down in force when I keep forgetting a fucking name. God damn it! When Alkea commands it, but it's not yet.
We could go and get her to command it.
You won't.
I don't think you'd like to speak to Alkea.
He is very anti anything that isn't a Githyanki, to be honest.
Okay.
Why are we fighting with these guys then?
Because mind flayers are bums.
Well,
She
they all
raised-
seem like assholes. They can't understand what I'm saying, so it's all good.
You find the one you learn it Githyanki who speaks common, and that's it. It's game over. Leading through here, you see two crystal guardians. They're posted conveniently towards the entrance down further into the dungeon. The Githyanki warrior turn to you, Gregor. Go for like the warrior's like grab. Says,
You son
Good
of a
luck to you.
bitch!
good luck to you, Iafia. If you do end up having to come back here, as you crest over, shout out your name, and we will come running to stop these crystal guardians. Otherwise, you'll have to fight them off yourself.
Thank you, friend. Thank you. Good luck
I'd
to
like
you
the
and yours.
challenge.
And if you do unfortunately fall down there, and these companions that you are following come up here, well, good luck to them, I guess.
Great.
Well, I'll be dead.
Very,
so-
very, very, very small part of Emwen kind of wants that to happen.
Yeah. There's a massive part of me that wants that to happen. After the warm welcome.
He'll let you
I'm
go.
good.
Well, to most levels, yeah.
Bye
I've
bye.
got a lot of
Dothraki.
dragons. I think I'm good.
Yeah, I saw some good dragon. Bye, Dothraki. Nice to meet you.
They're not
Go
Dothraki.
again.
They fucking
And we go.
Okay, and you start going down further in the dungeon. I will have to end it here because this thing's not fully fleshed out yet. But
What?
Oh shit.
level 17 is not fully fleshed out yet.
We go back. We change our mind. We're gonna go and talk to the leader.
But before we finish it, and before we start, like as soon as I get a moment alone, we're kind of heading at the start of the tunnel. Can I cast commune, please?
Oh, okay, sure.
Ooh.
I can
How long does
speak
commune
to-
take? Like 10 minutes, right?
Commune casting time 1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute.
Duration
Yes, fine.
1 minute.
Sure.
Okay, cool. So in my typical fashion, I get my water skin. I assume I have one, and dab a bit of water like across across my forehead. Not too much. I don't go crazy. Just like a little bit. Like I sketch a symbol.
Last time
My
you did this, it
forehead.
was in like deep in a bath, and now you're just going to be like water on my forehead.
There's no bath, so as long as there's a water connection, it should work.
Oh,
I'm
there's
more
a bath in the
powerful
Astral
these
Sea
days.
portal.
More powerful these days. So
I've lost my extra roll. Come on, back.
can I try and commune, please, with my patron?
Sure.
Cool. First question I ask is, are there any standard gates on level 16 of the dungeon? We link commune to you. I think it's a yes or no answer.
Okay. What was your question again, sorry?
Are there any standard gates, by which I mean the normal teleportation gates, not the Yankee special gates, on level 16?
This level. The one you're currently on.
Well, yeah, we're just leaving.
Yeah. You get it'd be a pause and then no.
Okay. Good to know. Next question. Is there a way we could sneak past the mind flayers? Use of like a tunnel or any kind of route that we could avoid them, circumvent them.
It would start off as being unclear. How about I give you a yes question mark?
Okay.
It's kind of unclear.
Fair enough. And last question, will the mind flayers be able to take control of my mind?
I need to look at your chat sheet.
So why wouldn't they? What's wrong with your mind?
You can't hear this. I'm communicating with my god.
Can't hear everything.
What was your exact question?
Will the mind flayers be able to take control of my mind?
You would get an unsure back from that.
Okay.
Okay.
My 3 questions.
Sure. Die.
Thanks.
You feel the purple eyes.
Okay, I wake up or whatever. I come back. I'm back in the room, and I let Hopper. I can tell you, there's no gates on this level. Checked.
Well, that's good. Was it from a reliable source? You learned
Most
that?
reliable source. Yes.
Comforting. Okay, well that's good. So, did you ask whether or not there are any gates on the next level?
Did not, but I could I could ask another time. Not right now. Though.
All right. Well, that's because that would be a very good way of circumventing the mind flayers. But
Not necessarily, because there could be gates that necessarily leading further down. So
yeah,
find it, but who knows where we'd go? Or we couldn't be able to get through it. It sounds like there might possibly be a way to circumvent the mind flayers, but it wasn't a clear yes or no answer. Maybe we should be looking for that when we're down there. Rule it out.
I do think we need to think about a plan. If we have, is anyone here particularly strong of mind? I'm trying to search within myself of any abilities and talents
I'm reasonably strong of mind. I mean, my thoughts are walled off third parties can't read my thoughts unless I want them to.
I'd
I'm
say
not
my
sure.
constitution's pretty average.
Not sure if
Someone could get
I
on
could
in
be
there if
taken
they wanted
control
to.
of.
Is it wisdom or is it constitution?
It's
Wisdom.
meta.
It would be wisdom, I imagine.
Well, I can't, so question was.
Yeah, usually it's wisdom
Yeah.
in general
Okay.
for mind stuff.
I believe I may be relatively
Wise.
strong of mind.
You never know.
If I
guys.
do
Stay
succeed,
near to
it'll
me.
be luck, basically.
Oh, stay near to you. Why?
My faith will shield you all.
Oh.
That's useful.
Or at least help.
Who is it that you have faith
He
in? Out of
hasn't-
interest?
Huh?
Who is it that you have faith in?
Is Kellenvor the Lord of the Dead?
Ooh.
Are you a
Helen,
dead?
Lord.
Are you a dark paladin?
Oh, I'm a good person.
Oh, right. Okay.
What does what does
Yeah.
Kellenvor believe
death,
in?
A death cleric.
No. Kellenvor's a good, benevolent being.
I raise my eyebrow and I'm like, mm-hmm.
I had a great moment of imagination there, like, no, and then he just like clicks his fingers and he rises up skeletons like, I'm Morphos too, baby, let's go!
Kellenvor. So what do you preach for Kellenvor?
The natural order of life and death. What else?
Cool.
I could get behind that. So it's not necessarily to death, per se, just.
Well, natural death, yes.
So what's natural about you killing things for Kellenvor?
I kill anything that has broken the natural cycle.
Oh, so I bet you don't like necromancers then.
No, I will kill them on sight.
Like
to know.
the necromancers.
None of you are necromancers, are you?
Alice tucks the zombie spell that she has further back into the brain, like, good to know.
We have known one in the past, but no one here is a necromancer.
I do have some spells in my arsenal that have necromancy.
Well, you must be a necromancer then.
No, I'm a bard. Are you saying if I used a necromantic cantrip or something that I would be shot?
The school of necromancy, in terms of actual like school of magic, doesn't necessarily mean bad horribleness. I
don't mind necrotic damage.
Right.
That's rude.
But if I see any skeletons or anything, then I will chop your head off.
If
would you chop our head off, or would you chop off
my head off?
the skeletons? Yeah.
No, like stuff like revivify. You know.
Okay.
Seeing that around, that's good. That's fine.
We should at some point get into some kind of like philosophical debate about this, because this sounds very interesting. So just to be clear, if one of us were to raise a zombie, would you do?
I would kill you immediately.
Okay.
I'm glad we had this little chat.
So you just don't like the undead? You don't mind?
Yes.
Okay.
Living is great. I love it. But, undead, not so much.
Okay, so
I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
I am Judge Dredd.
Okay, well, there we go.
Right.
Okay, well, be nice and careful around you then.
Yeah, raise the dead around him at your peril.
I think I might have to prepare some other spells.
Well, you lot don't raise the dead, do you?
No,
No.
not any.
We do a lot of making people dead, but no raising.
As long as they stay dead, that's fine.
That's the plan.
Yes, there's been some interesting. We've had some interesting run-ins with people that can raise the dead, as you describe. It's a very.
Oh, you killed them then.
They're certainly not around anymore.
Yeah, they are dead. Yes, that's right.
Something
not
killed them.
undead.
I mean, technically, yes, because actually you all turned on each other, didn't you? So.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that. That was a dark day, Seraphina.
Oh, that was so sad.
Dark day.
That's right.
Hey, and as you walk down discussing the the laws of life and undeath and death in general. You crawl down, and the crystals that were aligning the cave start to slowly fade away, and the natural light that was giving its way, through the tunnel, starts to become a lot darker again. As people
light
without
my
dark
torch.
vision, some people without dark vision struggle to see. The torches are lit, and you slowly descend further down into the dungeon, and you are eventually brought out into level 17. But that'll be
Amber,
Yes?
could I have a look at that little pickaxe of yours?
Yeah, sure. It's
Did you
very.
say we level up as well, Dodge?
no.
Of course not.
You level up
Yeah, nothing.
Can I inspect the pickaxe, please?
Okay, you take this mighty pickaxe. It's a very old workman's tool. One of the pickaxe edges is basically chipped away, so it's not even really a pickaxe on that side anymore. It's more just like a blunt hitting tool. And the other side
Only going to hit a mind flayer with that pickaxe.
It's
Don't
just
expect
an
some
iron,
kind of magical effect.
It's just a shit
an iron
pickaxe.
pickaxe. It's a shit tiny pickaxe that's probably used
I
for
think it's cute.
shaping gems into like certain shapes.
Okay. All right. So it's not.
It's not a pickaxe of mind flare killing, though. It's a.
I was thinking, is it like kind of imbued with something that allows me to mine the crystals in that level?
You can go back and try if you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and try and chink away and get a couple of the crystals from the wall.
Okay, you spend a couple minutes like banging away at it. Make me a strength check for a start.
Sure. That's not good.
You start banging away for a few minutes, and it just doesn't seem to be making a lot of dent in it.
Okay, all right, I'll give up and.
But you wish Bertha was here with her adamantine pickaxe.
We must have it, don't we? Don't we have an adamantine pickaxe somewhere?
No, we sold it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can't remember if it's in the bag or not.
It's
But
looted
you're
their
welcome.
corpse.
Oh no,
Right,
Chingo's gone. You can rummage around there without encountering a dead body.
Yeah, he's not in there.
don't worry. I'll Yeah, that's all good. I'll leave the pickaxe then. I've got some really crazy bikini to show you all though.
Well, hey.
It came up on my Facebook. Apparently it's it's not.
You still recording?
This
So this is on the
Stop
recording.
No,
recording.
it's not on the recording.
Oh,
Look at
great.
that. That's insane.
Are we looking up?
Are we not recording
Go
anymore?
on Discord.
Have you turned off the... Are we
No, we're
recording?
recording. Yeah, but I'm not
I
recording
think
that.
the viewers would want to see.
Well,
Sorry,
how did-
viewers.
How did this come to your attention, Elliot?
Yeah, right.
It was on my Facebook. It was
So
just
on
like,
my Facebook to do this?
it's basically it said, suggested for you, mirror weird news. Shoppers jaws drop over Fashion Nova bikini that might as well be bottomless. Apparently that's interesting for me. Anyway,
Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
we can end the recording now if you want.
Alright, well,
Just on
there
that
you go,
bombshell.
guys.
On that bombshell.
On that
Cool.
bombshell, it's time to close off the recording.
GG's.
Bye everyone.
See you next
One
week.
level closer to the
Level
edge, and I'm
17.
about to break. Level 17.
See
The
you
mind
later.
player level. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.